There's so many voices ringing around in my head. Don't wanna lose you, don't wanna fall into this melody composed of everything forsaken. Don't wanna lose you, even if you're gonna drown me in the desert, drown me in the ocean. Give up all direction just for you. If you're a dream, then I don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna lose you, don't wanna. I don't wanna. You know that I'd go anywhere as long as I'm with you. Oh, 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 oh. Say you love me, say you love me. Say you with me, say you want me. I would give up everything if we could see this through. Oh, 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 oh. Run to you through burning fire. Reach you in the highest heights. Follow when you're going under. Don't wanna lose you, even if you're gonna drown me in the desert, drown me in the ocean. Give up all direction just for you. If you're a dream, then I don't wanna wake up. Don't wanna lose you, don't wanna. I don't wanna. You know that I'd go anywhere as long as I'm with you. Oh, 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 oh. Say you love me, say you love me. Say you with me, say you want me. I would give up everything if we could see this through. Oh, 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 oh. You keep me holding on for promises of better days. Carry your burden with you, no matter how much it weighs. Even when my heart aches, even when the ground shakes, no matter how long it takes. You know I'd fall down to the bottom of a bottle without you. Oh, I don't wanna. I follow you, that I go anywhere as long as I'm with you. Oh, 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 oh. Say you love me, say you love me. Say you with me, say you want me. I would give up everything if we could see this through. Oh, 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 oh. Drown me in the desert, drown me in the ocean. There's so many voices ringing around in my head. Lemon, lime, soda, skies. Lucky like a four-leaf clover. Strawberry, slice of life. Singing with a sip of nectar. Sweet like honey on a summer day. I'll stick with you through the wind and the rain. Sweet like honey on a summer night. Like a busy bee, taking flight. 2, 1, go! Sweet like honey. Sweet like a summer day. Sweet like honey. Sweet like a summer day. Sweet like honey. Sweet like honey, honey. Sweet like honey. Sweet like a summer day. Sweet like honey. Sweet like honey, honey. Sweet like honey. Sweet like a summer day.
It's been like a week. It's wild. I literally think the last time I streamed was last Wednesday. Welcome back. Boy oh boy have I got life updates for you, but we have plenty of time to discuss them in the stream. Today, we are playing Minecraft. And we will specifically be getting on the Origins server. But first, before we boot that up, I'm gonna show you guys what the base concept is for what we're building, because it's been like a month or so since we talked about it. So I want to refresh with y'all on what we're going to be looking at. So let me just boot up Minecraft. But how's everybody doing? How's it been? Got music on. Wow. Music in Lex's just chatting section of stream? Never heard of. That should be good. Oh, gross, I forgot I had my Minecraft in windowed mode. It's so small. Well, I need to show you guys what just came up on my screen. Oh. Gamers, I'm gonna need you to look up. Look what we got, Mazibies. Exciting, love it. We are going in with God testing world. So this is what we're like. Convenient that I'm facing it directly. I'm making a big willow tree on the Origin server. This guy's a little funky, but I love him so much. This tree is literally like my wallpaper on like everything. It looks so pretty. I love it so much. But so our plan is that we are going to be making something like this on the Origin server. And inside will be like, I don't know what I'm doing with the inside yet, but this is the concept for the inside on this version, is that there's like a top bit and then like a lower bit. I'm thinking I'm gonna make it into like where I live, like my main residence. Just gonna... Mobs can't spawn in here because this is peaceful, but it's just in case. But that's what I'm thinking I might do, make it my main living space, like my bedroom is up at the top, and then down here do like crafting and like furnaces and stuff. That's my thought. But so this is the objective. I did spend a lot of time building this in creative mode, so building in survival is going to be interesting. But I have been grinding out resources, so we'll work on it. This build has not been scrapped, by the way. I'm thinking about doing something along these lines for the storage room on this server. Because the server that this was originally intended for was scrapped. But, you know, the build itself is not scrapped. She might be coming back eventually, because I like that one a lot. Everything else you've seen, that's just a smaller version over there. Anyway. 1 second. Now I have to quit Minecraft so I can switch to the other version of Minecraft. Oh my god, speaking of Minecraft things. So if you're in my Discord, you will have seen a couple weeks ago that I did a Minecraft YouTube video for a school project, basically. I am in an archaeology class, and in the class we're required to complete a video project. And it has to be like a creative take on this video project. And I am not a very creative person. So I was like, I don't know what to do about this because I have no ideas. My idea of creativity is a PowerPoint presentation. That's all I got. And that's pretty much what I did, but I masked the fact that I did just like a PowerPoint presentation with a Minecraft video. Um, so in this class, there's been like a running joke that, that like Minecraft can be related. Like Minecraft has just been a running joke in general in this class. I was Steve for a second there. And so I decided that I was going to make Minecraft related to archaeology, because my professor was like, absolutely not, Minecraft is not related to archaeology, the two do not interact. And I was like, all right, bet. And so I went and I built a Neolithic town in Minecraft. I built, the town is called Catalhiyuk. It was in modern day Turkey, I believe. And I made it in Minecraft. And I recorded a time lapse of it. And then I did like a voiceover on it. If you want to watch the time lapse, it is in my Discord as an unlisted video. It's a Discord exclusive. So I do recommend. You don't have the archaeology lesson with it, because the archaeology lesson version of it has like my name on it. And y'all don't have my name, so, you know, for safety reasons, we're not gonna disclose the full actual version. But you can view the other version of it, and it's in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, drop an exclamation point socials, or you can go down into the About Me section, and you can go check it out. But yeah, so that was that project, and the professor took like ages to grade it, for like obvious reasons. It's a big class. Hi, Irony! Irony, look, I'm de-dripping. The cave is very hazardous at the moment. Because I've been removing the drip. There's a lot less drip going on. I also removed an entire column today. There's a column here. I'm de-dripping. Oh yeah, chat, by the way, that's what we're doing right now. Did not say that. We're removing all of the dripstone. No, Irony, trust me, I have plenty of drip. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a thing. And this is with it, like, some of it despawning. We have plenty of drip, I promise. I literally had to make a storage system for how much drip I had. I didn't have a storage area until today, when I just did not have storage space for all of the dripstone. But yeah, so that project, the professor was taking a while to grade it and stuff, and so I just was going with it. Because, like, he had to grade a bunch of them. He has 2 different versions of this class. And so it's like 60 to 80 kids. And while a bunch of people collaborated, because it's meant to be a group project, but I just don't believe in those apparently. A bunch of people, like, worked on them together. But still a lot of projects and videos that you have to watch, because every video is like 3 to 5 minutes long. And so I it took ages and stuff, but I just passed it off. And then on a Monday, I had to do a recital thing. We'll talk about that as well. But so I had to perform in a recital, and so I was sitting after I had already performed, and I get the, like, alert back that it's been graded, and I got a 100, chat. I got a 100 on my Minecraft YouTube video project. I got a 100 gamers for my archaeology class, my full semester project. I got a 100, and it was a Minecraft YouTube video. So use that knowledge as you will. Never tell anyone you can't follow your dreams of making Minecraft YouTube videos about educational subjects, because apparently it goes pretty well. This is not the first time I've made a Minecraft video for this teacher either, and I think he gave me 100 on the last one as well. So, like, I'm thriving. The last one was less ambitious, but I did, customize a resource pack for that one, so I had other things, and I had to learn how to use replay mod on that one, so, like, she was still active, and I was still doing things, but, like, just saying, you can make Minecraft YouTube videos about school things and get good grades. This is my advice for the future generations. Like, obviously don't do it if you can't find a way to relate it to your subject, because the teacher will not enjoy that. But if you can, like, find a fun way to make it related, then, like, fucking go for it. But yeah, and I got that news, like, right after I had performed, and so I'm sitting there, like, trying to de-stress myself. And I just get the alert that I got a 100 on my Minecraft YouTube video. And I was just dying. I had to, like, contain myself. Because I wanted to laugh so bad. I was in shock. Because I was really worried about this. I didn't know, like, if the professor was going to like it or not. I didn't know how it was going to go over. There is not a way out there. It's fine. But yeah, and I am still in shock over this. I am terrified though, because he said that he'll pick some of his favorites to play in the class. Like, in class, like, playing it on the projection screen in the classroom. One of these water blocks I use to go into... I don't know. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Is it this one? I don't know. I use one of these to go up into Slime Co, so that way I don't spill water everywhere, but I'll figure it out later. But yeah, so now I'm really afraid that he's going to play my Minecraft YouTube video that I made as a college student, for my class, and I don't know how well that's going to go over. Because on one hand, like, it's amazing and iconic, but on the other hand, I am a college student who actively plays Minecraft, and sometimes that doesn't go over well. I'm hoping that it will be fine. But I also don't want it to, like, mess with people's, like, impression of me. Because I am a silly, goofy gamer. But I'm also a very serious individual who needs people to listen and respect them. Listen to and respect them. So, we'll see. I will update you, because this class is tomorrow, so... Either way, I will have an answer for you as to what happened in this class. Oh god. I'm hoping for good things. Irony, I have not hit finals yet. My school, there was a lot of COVID cases at the beginning of the semester, like in this area, like when the semester was supposed to start. And so they pushed school back 2 weeks for me. So I am a little bit behind everyone else for school stuff. This is my last week of classes, and then next week is finals. Though I have done, like, a couple of my finals because they were, like, projects instead of actual, like, exams. For example, I finished my stage management. I finished my final for stage management, which was a big ol' binder that had literally everything in it. It was a chunky binder that has everything in it for shows. If you are familiar with theater, it's my prompt book, because I'm a stage manager, and so that's the thing I have to have. But so I had to turn in my prompt book, and that was, like, terrifying. So yesterday I went to how my professor decided to have a final. he was like, you all are overworked because it's the stage management class. He was like, you guys are all overworked. Instead of a final, I'm having a barbecue at my house. You are all invited. And in fact, it is your final, so I'm requiring you to come. And so we all went to his house and we had a barbecue yesterday. But so it meant that I had to just, like, leave my binder. And this thing is my baby, okay? I have worked on this thing for months. Because the show I did started in January. And I've had this binder since. And I've had to, like, interact with it on pretty much a daily basis for the last 5 months. And so it was so weird for me to, like, leave it behind. I was like, how am I supposed to leave this? This is my everything. And, like, mind you, there's been nights where, like, I haven't streamed because I've been working on this, and I'm sure you've been working on this a lot, gamers. Holy. I had a situation where, so in your prompt book, you're expected to record all of, like, where the actors are going and stuff. It's all the blocking notations. As a stage manager, you're expected to have all of those marked down in your binder, so that way, if an actor doesn't know what's going on, you can, like, tell them, and so they can correct whatever mistakes they're making. And so, you're expected to have those, and I did take blocking notes while I was in, rehearsals. This isn't me being like, I did nothing the entire time, and I had to make it all up right at the end. No. I did record them. But the issue is that the scenic designer didn't give me the ground plans for the show. Which is basically just, like, where the set is. Like, what the set's gonna look like, what it consists of, where everything goes, that kind of thing. I wasn't given one of those until well after we had, like, started blocking and everything. We hadn't finalized it yet. And so that meant that I had to record all of my blocking in my iPad with shitty ground plans that I had drawn myself. And so those obviously I didn't feel like they were presentable enough to turn in for my final grade for this class. And so instead I sat down. Luckily this show was recorded legally. It was legal to be recorded. It was well out of, like, copyright stuff. But so, I had to sit down and I had to watch one of our performances and mark in everything for the entire show. And this is, like, a 2-hour-long show. And so you're like, oh, it should only take, like, 2 hours. Nope. It doesn't. It took me probably, like, 14 hours, if not longer, to record the blocking notes in this binder. Because the show was, like, 200-something pages. And every single page can be, like, anywhere from, like, 3 minutes. No, they're never 3 minutes. But they can be anywhere from, like, a minute to, like, 3 seconds. So I'm sat there and I have to keep pausing this show every, like, couple seconds to keep up with what's going on. And so I'm just struggling. And it was such a brutal process, and I was so happy the day I finished it. I, like, almost cried, if I remember correctly. I might have actually cried. But so I spent so much time on this binder, and I'm getting it back. Like, my professor specifically said, like, that's why he was collecting them before finals week, so that way if people were graduating and stuff, he could get them back to them. So, like, I'm getting it back. But it's my baby. How am I supposed to exist without this binder by my side? I don't know what to do with myself, basically. It feels like there's a void in my life without having this binder on my person at like all times. And I'm sure most of you have not experienced that with something that is most commonly regarded as school supplies. But that's the stage manager lifestyle for you. I am very attached to office supplies. But I just, yeah, I'm very excited to be able to get my binder back because I miss it. And I've only not had it for like a day. And I'm sad without it in my life. But yeah, so it's been a wild week. The reason why I have not been updating much of my Discord and I haven't been streaming is because my week has just been crazy. Oh god. Okay, we're fine. So last week we left off on Wednesday. Thursday I had to go to a concert, which is why there was no stream. And Friday, I just was vibing. I don't remember what I did Friday. I think... Oh yeah, Friday I had to go into town, and so I didn't stream. Because going into town is a trip, and it's a process, and I did not want to deal with streaming after that. And I also, on Friday, I began embroidering a pair of shoes. If you would like, I can show you what that looks like. Because I have a picture of one of them that I could show you. But so I'm embroidering a pair of Converse right now. Because I have wanted to do this for ages. And I was finally at the store. And I was like, you know what? I've been wanting to do this for like 3 years. Not 3 years, that's an exaggeration. For about like over a year. Ever since I started learning how to embroider, which was about a year or two ago. I've been wanting to do this. And so I finally was like, you know what, I'm doing it. And so I went out and I bought the shoes and I bought the thread and all that. And I'm embroidering a pair of shoes and they're really cute. I'm very excited to have them finished. I want to try and finish them by the end of the semester. Ideally before Friday. Which is terrifying. Because I spent about like 20 to 24 hours on the first shoe. This is a very big time commitment that I have made for myself. But, you know, we vibe. If I had a face cam, I would definitely do embroidery streams, but I don't have a way to show you what I'm doing if I'm embroidering. So it would just be you looking at a blank screen for ages. And that just doesn't seem entertaining. I mean, like, correct me if I'm wrong. Where did my water go? Hello? Yeah. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that does not seem like a fun stream idea. Maybe if I ever face reveal, we can do an embroidery stream. But until then, I don't feel like it's a smart decision. Embroidery hand cam. We could do that. We could do something like that. It would be a Lex hand reveal. Oh my god. Hi! Welcome in. Lex hand reveal. I don't even know if I have a way to set that up, gonna be honest. But I can look into it if it's something you're interested in. I can stream embroidering my shoes tomorrow. If I stream. Oh yeah, on the topic of if I stream. I did mention this in the last stream, but please be very lenient with me in terms of stream schedules currently, because I'm coming up on finals week. It's the last week of my semester. I have a lot of schoolwork that needs to get done. And as I have expressed previously, college does come first for me. So, sorry, but not sorry, because I would like to graduate college in 2 years. So, sorry, not sorry. Streams will be inconsistent. I'm taking a sip of soda, sorry. Give me a second. But yeah, so that's basically that. So streams will be inconsistent. I will usually announce at least like 20 minutes before I'm going live that I'm streaming. It all depends on the day and how much work I get done that day, because I have stuff. Like tomorrow I know I have a bunch of things that I have to do, so I'm not 100% sure if I'd be streaming, but I might do something casual like an embroidery stream or something like that. Who knows? Though I usually do watch shows when I embroider, and I don't know if I could do that without copyright issues on YouTube, on stream. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. That's actually irony. That's how I watched Our Flag Means Death. I sat down. I literally, these shoes, how I know I worked on them for such an upsetting amount of time is because I watched all of Heartstopper while embroidering them. I then watched a bunch of like really long YouTube videos and stuff. I watched like entire YouTube series. I then watched Our Flag Means Death in its entirety. And then I proceeded to watch, I watched all of the Owl House episodes, all the new ones that came out. I watched, I watched so much. I was rewatching Gravity Falls while working on it. I watched Free Guy again. I watched, I think I watched Mamma Mia. I just was consuming content. I was like, alright, shoes? Yeah. And that's just all I did. I went through so much stuff in such a short amount of time. But I was having a great time. I was thriving. And it was really fun, honestly. I was having a good time with it. Chat, I'm going to take off my headset for a second. I'll be right back. My room is upsettingly hot because it's been in like the 70s where I live and my building has not turned on AC yet. So I'm gonna go turn on a fan. Alright, we are back. Let me know if you can hear the fan. I think it's far enough away that you won't be able to hear it, but let me know. And I will see what I can do. But it's been like swelteringly hot. And I know people who live in hot environments will say like, oh, that's not bad. Look, summer is my time to complain about temperatures. All the people in warm climates, you get to complain during the winter that it's cold when it's actually not. I get to complain now that it's hot. It also doesn't help that I don't have summer clothes at all. Because, as previously mentioned, I live in a cold place. And last year, it did not get nearly this hot. This early on. And also, like, I would have been out of school by now, last year. so like while I was in school, it didn't get like unbearably hot where I couldn't function with being in like pants and a t-shirt every day. So that's like what I have in terms of summer clothes. I have very few t-shirts and I have like jeans. And that's it. And that's what I'm working with for summer clothes. And it's not going great. It's so hot. Yesterday I had to wear my hair up in space buns so that way I wouldn't overheat. Because I needed my hair up and I was going to be outside all day. It's been a brutal time. It really is very telling of my wardrobe that I brought exclusively sweaters with me to college. I was like, I don't need anything other than chunky sweaters, thank you very much. And it was a good method. They're really cute. I did space buns with a red bandana as like a headband yesterday, and it was very good. The fit was great. It was really fun too, because I was wearing, yesterday, my fit, I was wearing my college's like Pride merch. They have a rainbow shirt, for Pride that it has like the school's name and stuff on it. It's cute. I like her. But so I was wearing that. I have an Apple Watch, and I have the Pride band on that. So I'm always like being like a little fruity, you know? But so I was wearing that, as always. And then I also yesterday I have rainbow Converse that I was wearing. I really just went for like rainbows because it was like a day for like summer vibes. I had barbecues that I was going to. I was like, all right, we need to like have the aesthetic. And so I went for all rainbows. And so I was wearing like 5 or 6 different rainbow things. And one of my friends, we played croquet yesterday. I played croquet for the first time. And I honestly really liked it. Croquet's a good time. But one of my friends, like, knocked me out. And he was like, what? I have to win. I'm gay. And I was like, me too! As I'm literally standing there wearing, like, just so many rainbows. I was like, I am also gay. And he was like, but like, I was like, me too. And he was like, oh my god, I forgot. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, did you not notice? And I like gestured to what I was wearing that day. And he was like, oh my god, you are correct. I am oblivious. And I was like, it's fine. But it was a great time. It was a great exchange. I think we've de-dripped the ground. I don't think there's any drip left on the floor, I say, as I find more drip on the floor. Technically, this is, like, on a wall, so I'm letting it slide. But it was really great to have that exchange of me being, like, I don't know how many more, like, things I could wear that would indicate to you that I am, in fact, gay. I even had my jeans cuffed. Like, I was doing the thing. I have this thing that I do when I get dressed and get ready in the morning. And I feel like this is an exclusively me thing. But I look at myself in the mirror. And I, like, look at myself and I go, do I look like how much do I look like a queer-coded character in a YA movie? And that's, like, my goal. That's, like, how I judge how I'm dressed that day. Because my objective is always to look like a queer-coded character in a, YA coming-of-age movie. Like, that's what I want. That's the aspiration. I know! I don't understand how it's passed by this long. But I just... Like, that's my objective every day. I'm like, alright, how many different ways am I signaling to the world that I am queer? And I have that, like, little moment every day where I sit there and I look at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, how do I give off gay vibes today? That's great. I don't think I have many gay vibes today, unfortunately. I am wearing a space shirt, though, and I was wearing yellow Converse earlier. So, like, there's some fruitiness, but it's just not, like, fully there. It was not a full send kind of day. I had to do sports. And once again, I am running out of clothes for summertime. So, we're on slim pickings. But I did wear a space shirt today. And bright yellow Converse. So, you know, thriving. The hair was up in a high ponytail, which was a little disappointing. But, you know, I did not want my hair down. And I wasn't about to try and play badminton in space buns. So... Exactly. You have to queer code your outfits. And I don't... I've had this conversation with other people and they're just like, you do what? And I'm like, I check and see if my outfit is queer coded. I need to make sure that the vibes are correct. How else are people supposed to know? It's usually fine in like the winter time. Wintertime, I got it like on lock. Like early spring and like late fall are like my peak times. Because I'm very much like a chunky sweater kind of person. And so in like that period of time, in the winter I also wear my chunky sweaters. But in like the fall and spring, I also have an oversized flannel jacket that I wear. And the vibes are just immaculate. That jacket is the best purchase I've ever made. Gotta say. It is the best thing I own. It's this, like, men's jacket. It is quite literally men's. I didn't realize it was men's until I, like, purchased it. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because it has, like, actual pockets. And it is, like, a functional jacket that keeps you warm without looking dumb. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy. And then I realized it was a men's jacket, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. All my ladies know what that's like. But I was like, I like didn't realize it first. But so it's a wonderful coat. It's actually really warm. And it just looks really great with like everything. Which I love for me, because it means I can wear it with all of my chunky sweaters, and I get to look really cute. Oh god. Oh god. Forgot about them. Forgot they were there. This is fine. Honestly, I don't really need to de-drip this area yet, so I'm not going to anymore. I'm just making more hazards. It's already hard enough for me to navigate, and I can fly. Kind of. I don't plan on removing these pillars. This pillar I'm using as, like, the basis for, like, my tree, kind of. I want my tree to be in that spot. So I don't want to remove that pillar, because I want to use it as a reference. We will need to clear out the ceiling more in this area, and then we need to de-drip all that, and all that on the ceiling as well. There isn't that much on the ceiling that way. But first, we must empty out the drip that is filling our pockets. Jesus Christ. This is fine. Oh, chat, other fun thing I did today. I logged onto this. I logged onto the, Origin server earlier today in between classes because I had a little bit of time to pass, and I was like, oh, I'll just hop on the server, get some work done. Because I knew I'd been, like, really wanting to work on my tree, and so I was like, I'm just gonna, like, get some work done preliminarily, like, preliminary work. And so that way I'm, like, ready to go. So I come on, and last time I was on, I rigged up a, auto bamboo farm that would feed into my composter, because bamboo grows pretty fast. And I was like, oh, that'll work really well, and whenever I'm not online, like, other people might be on, and I can still be generating bone meal. Because bone meal is really good for me. If you're not familiar with what my origin is and what I do, drop an exclamation point origin in the chat, and you can see it. I actually just typed that out today, before this stream. But so, I was sitting there, and I was doing stuff, and I come on, and I noticed that I haven't generated any bone meal. And I was like, oh, that's weird. And I actually was, like, just, like, checking up on it, and I noticed that this hopper had stuff in it, and I was like, that's not how that's supposed to work. So I opened this one. There's, like, cobblestone in it, but then, like, this coal is all, like, stacks of bamboo. And I'm like, that's really weird. I don't know what's happening. And so I pulled out the cobble, and I was like, maybe that's why. Turns out, you can't compost bamboo. Bamboo is not compostable. You cannot compost bamboo in Minecraft. See, look, I can show you. Look at that. Nothing. And if I put it in here, nothing. So I spent all this time on a farm that literally doesn't even work. And so I went in, and I was like, okay, so I'll rework it. And I did some research. I'm just gonna leave that running. I don't need more than one stack of wheat seeds. But so, I did some research after finding out that bamboo wouldn't work, and I was like, alright, so what's the most effective farm? It came back saying melon and pumpkin farms, and I said, alright, sick. So I went, and I made, like, mini pumpkin farm. It's just one pumpkin, but, like, I figured, hey, it might produce some stuff. It doesn't need to be a super effective farm, it just needs to, like, do stuff. It has not generated a single piece of bone meal. It has grown a couple pumpkins. I've seen the composter level go up. But I left it for like an hour, and it did not make a single piece of bone meal. So it's still there. It's like tucked up behind there. That's why there's a bunch of cobblestone in the ceiling over here. Because it's where I've been accessing to get in. This little area has just, she's been through a lot. This little cove that I live in. Oh, also, I got another cat today. Good. They looked right on cue. Got another cat today. We're just accumulating cats. If you don't know, if you're not familiar with this server, might be one of your first times tuning into this one. There are a bunch of villagers up there. A lot of villagers that live in that building. And so it means that whenever those villagers get scared, they can either spawn a iron golem or a cat. I don't know what happens if it spawns an iron golem. I've never found an iron golem in my house. So, I have no clue. But they spawn cats a lot. I've seen at least like 2 or 3 cats spawn in my house. That's where I got 2 of my 3 cats, was because of that. And I've decided that every time a cat spawns in my house, I just have to tame it. Like, what else am I supposed to do? I can't just leave the cat. I have to tame the cat. And so I will be collecting cats on this server, is what I've decided. Because I can't just leave them. And so I now have raw fish, like, in my storage, ready to go. Just in case. I think before we get to work, on like the ceiling or anything like that. I want to try and level out the ground a little bit because I'm not vibing with the fact that there are constant pitfalls everywhere. So we're just gonna take a bunch of moss. I'm gonna put away the granite I have in my inventory. There are the ites. There are the ites. There it is. There we go. Look, I did organization today. I have nether stuff. I have, like, the ites and basalt and gravel. And then I have dripstone because I'm in pain. And then I have cobble and, like, cobble teeth plate. These chests are still the same, like, nightmare chests they've been. But the other ones are organized. So, hey, baby steps. I'm improving. But we're basically just gonna go through and lush caveify, for lack of a better word. And just fill things in with moss, so that way I don't fall in a hole and die. That's the plan. I have already died today. I was at 30-something levels. I started today at 32 levels. I went and I enchanted my pickaxe. As you might have noticed, we have Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, and Fortune 2 now. Because I knew what I was getting myself into today. I knew what I was planning for my workload today, and so I was like, I'm going to go and get a better pickaxe so that way I can mine this without wanting to cry. And so that's what I went in and I did. I need to make sure this area is lit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. I just need to make sure it's really well lit underneath all of these so that way you don't spawn mobs. But yeah, so I come in. I don't know what I was saying. I forgot. It's gone. ADHD, baby. But so I come in. I go to enchant my pickaxe. My first enchant is Fortune 2, and I'm like, well, that's not really what I wanted. I was hoping for a Silk Touch pickaxe. I was hoping for Silk Touch because I prefer Silk Touch to Fortune, which I know is a bold move. And Fortune is really useful, but I like the ease of being able to gather blocks. Oh my god! Hi, Kelty, welcome back. It's been a minute. Jesus. I hope they're okay. I hope that person's alright. Chat, that's a fun fact for you. Fun learning lesson, provided here today. Do not use water on a grease fire. It makes it worse. If you are in a situation in which there is a grease fire, you should use a fire extinguisher, cut off oxygen supply, and smother it. Do not use water. Please do not use water. I'm begging you. It will make the fire significantly worse. Baking soda too also works. Yeah, ideally if you're working with grease, you want to make sure that you have a pan that has a lid, so that way you can easily cut off oxygen supply. Because that is your best bet for cutting it off. If you can remove oxygen from a fire, it will no longer burn. So, these are your pro life hacks, in case you ever find yourself in a situation where there's a grease fire. I hope you don't. I sincerely hope you never find yourself in that situation, but, like, just in case. We'll fill that in like that. That's fine. Well, yeah. There are different things that could cause other issues, but I do not have detailed fire prevention knowledge. Which I probably should. My dad was a firefighter, so it's like everyone in my family. But, you know. I'm getting kind of laggy. It's weird. I was doing fine earlier. Yeah, I have limited. Was there? Would they add in? It's been a minute. I've been thinking about going back to Wizard 101, but I don't have the money to pay for a membership right now. Just because I'm currently trying to figure out, like, a summer job and stuff, and so I'm trying to be a little bit more conservative with my money. Because while I could make money from streaming, that is not my plan, nor my goal with streaming, so, I will not be doing that. PvP arena elements. Interesting. But yeah, it's just not in my budget right now to start it back up. But it has been on my mind. So, Kelty, I know you're in it for the Wizard 101 content, and I'm telling you that there is a possibility it will return. Just not right now. Chat, most of you actually probably won't know that I have done Wizard 101 stuff. Kelty's been here since my first ever stream, which was a Wizard 101 stream. And I played Wizard 101 with Leah, and it was very scuffed, and I am surprised that you decided to stay and follow from that stream, because it was a nightmare. That stream was a disaster. I didn't even realize until afterwards, too, like, awful. Nightmare time. I didn't realize until after I had finished. Actually, it was my second stream. My first stream was also with Leah. We were playing Stardew Valley. At the beginning of when I was streaming, I didn't want to play solo streams. I was very afraid of solo streams. Yeah, I've bought the zones, but the thing is that when I bought the zones, it was the cheaper method to play the game. It's no longer the cheaper method to play the game. Like, if you wanna play, like multiple times over and over again over many years, then it might end up being cheaper. And it might be technically, like, the cheaper option for me and how I play the game. Is it? I don't think it is. Because I'm pretty sure you can beat it faster than when those totals would match up. But isn't it like $600 or something like that to buy all the zones? It's a lot of money. I don't have that kind of cash. I'm a college student, okay? I don't have that kind of cash money. I feel guilty spending like $40 on The Sims every now and again. Last I knew it was just really expensive to buy all of the zones in Wizard 101, and so I was like, no. And so I decided to switch to the membership option, but it's just... I will probably not be doing that. Just because it isn't a game I play, like, super seriously anymore, and so it's better for me to pay for, like, a month here and then whenever I want to play it. Which is sad, but... I don't have the kind of cash for it. And unfortunately, my wizard is right at the point, the wizard I was playing is right at the point where I need to buy a membership because I don't have any of the zones paid for anymore. I got to, like, a certain point. There's other worlds and stuff I have paid for, but I bought the worlds out of order. Which is a mistake, and I goofed. I made a mistake on that front. Oh, they're doing Free Wizard City in Krakatopia? Is it all of Krakatopia? Because I'm pretty sure that's where I am. I think I'm in the tomb area. I'm blanking. But over in that section, that second island. The two dungeons for higher level players. Okay. I might look into doing a Wizard 101 stream then. Do you know how long that event's running? For the free Krakatopia? Because I can't guarantee I'd be able to get to it like this week. It just started. We'll look into it. We will see, chat. You might get a Wizard 101 stream out of me yet. Because I have been thinking about it recently. I've been like, man, it's been ages since I played Wizard 101. Because the crazy thing is, my highest level wizard, I don't remember what their level is, but they basically just beat, Malistaire. Because even though I've been playing for an immense amount of time, my parents stopped wanting to pay for the game because it was getting expensive. With all of the zones. Yeah. So my parents didn't want to keep paying for it. And I was playing when I was like really little. And so I had to stop playing because I couldn't play anything else. I was already done with everything that I could do. Other than like the worlds I like didn't have unlocked. And so I had to stop playing. And then a year or two ago, my boyfriend at the time bought me a Wizard 101 membership because he knew that I really liked the game, but I like couldn't afford to play it anymore. And so on that like 1 month membership, I went through all of the rest of the worlds that I hadn't beaten. And I 100% did most of them, except for the only one I didn't completely finish was Dragonspire, because I was running out of time in the month at that point. And I wanted to make sure I could beat Malistaire, because that was like the whole reason why I wanted to do it. Because like that was my childhood goal. That was my objective as a child, because only Arc 1 was available when I was little. So that was like my big thing that I wanted to do. And so I sat down for like a month straight and just grinded out Wizard 101. I played every single day. So that way I could finally beat the stuff that I wanted to beat when I was little. That is a fun true story. But so I did as much as I could to get through that for that one character. But it means that I did not get very far, and so they're not a very high level wizard. They're like decently high level, but like not like they're high level for the olden days. But now the leveling goes so much higher that it's irrelevant how like what their level is, because it's nowhere near the top. I miss the, like, Wizard 101 was a game that I played at my grandma's house when I was a kid. My parents didn't have it on their computer. And so I played it at my grandmother's house always. And it was every summer, whenever I would go to her house, I would get on and I'd play Wizard 101. Because it was, like, my favorite game. And so I would play it every day. And that's where I really loved it. My grandma is surprisingly the reason why I play video games. Which I feel like a lot of people either say that that's like absolutely crazy or that they had a very similar experience. Because I stayed at my grandparents' house a lot over summers and stuff. Growing up, because my parents worked, and so I couldn't, and I was too young to stay home. And so I would stay at my grandma's house, and my grandma always had, like, video games, and she always tried to keep up on, like, relatively recent consoles and stuff, so that way, me and all of my cousins could play games and stuff together. And so she would always go out of her way to get these games and stuff for us. And one of those games was Wizard 101, and like all of the grandkids would play it together. We would all just like play together and all that. Very good times, very happy memories. But yeah. How do I still have more moss? I really keep thinking like because I'm not going into my inventory, I'm just middle clicking it into my hotbar so I can continue placing moss. And every time I do it, I'm surprised that I haven't gotten rid of it all yet. I'm continually shocked by the fact that I still have moss. There we go. I'm fine with the terrain being uneven. Oh, I forgot. This is just like a death hole that one of the inchlings did. See, it goes all the way down there. And if I drop down, I've expanded the hole a little bit so I could also pass through it. But it like goes all the way down to deep sleep. Good. And it comes into this big cave. And I'm pretty sure there was a spawner near here somewhere. I don't feel like dealing with that right now to try and find it, but I'm pretty sure there's a spawner like underneath my house. Because I explored this on the day I found it. It was an interesting time. Oh, that's just a staircase out. I think this does take me like all the way out, so I can take it. But yeah, that was that. I don't remember where this takes me. We're going on an adventure, chat. Should have just gone back up the way I came. But I'm sure this will lead to the surface eventually. I wanna be like you. I wanna be like you. Be like you. Be like you. Like you. I wanna be like you. I wanna be like you. Be like you. Be like you. Wrong way. Sick. I was hoping that would open back up into the cave. I know I went down, but I was hoping it would connect back into like where I live. I'm distracted by sparkly abs. All that's in my mind. Yeah, and I have all of Wizard City unlocked, including Crab Alley, my beloved. I love Crab Alley. I miss when Selena Gomez was in it, but I will accept it without her. Ow! I missed the Selena Gomez Crab Alley event. I want to know why Nick Jonas got to stay in the game, but Selena Gomez did not. Because that was a great period of my life. Oh my god, there's a staircase. There's a chest. Hello? Hello? I'm still mad about it. Cause didn't Selena Gomez get like kidnapped in it? Wasn't that the story arc? Didn't she like get kidnapped by like a crab? I feel like I remember like she was the one who got kidnapped instead of the king, or like she got kidnapped with the king. Yeah, and that was just a fun time. I thought it was exciting. I thought it was a fun plot. That's Irony's library, so we can get back up. We're water bucketing. Let's go. But I missed that arc. I thought it was a fun one. I enjoyed it a lot. And I was talking with one of my friends who also played Wizard 101 when, they were younger. Leah. Y'all love Leah. I don't know why I was prefacing it that way. I was talking with Leah, and she was talking about how she forgot that that quest existed. She forgot that that was a plot line. I'm hoping I'm not flooding anything important. I'm not. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's chill. Chat, if you haven't seen this, if you're not watching Irony streams, look at the library! It's so cute. They did such a good job. Oh god, that's the wrong button. This is the button I wanted. Look at how nice it is. And it's got like nice little sitting study areas and stuff. Very nice. I do have a plan for a book I want to add in. There's like storage down here. I do have plans for a book. I think Irony's not here, so I can talk about it. And chat, you better not tell them, okay? Do not tell Irony. Oh god, this is a problem. But I want to write the B-movie script into a book, and put it in the library. I feel it's appropriate, because, you know, like, I'm a bunch of bees, so I feel like it would be, like, the book of my people. You know, like, I feel like it's appropriate. I do think Irony thought I was going to do a serious book, and then I was like, it's a surprise, and I don't think they think I'm doing a serious book anymore. Oh, that- I didn't even, like, take time to acknowledge how nice this looks. With ground again. And the cave is... this is exciting. But yeah, that's my plans. I would like to put the B-movie script into a book. Oh, I just remembered something. 1 second. I just want to make sure, because I haven't checked if this was actually working. It is. Wonderful. Last time, my chat wasn't showing up on screen for some reason. Like, on, like, the overlay. It wasn't showing up, even though I changed literally nothing. Oh god! You're not allowed here. Go away. No. No. Nuh-uh. Goodbye. Thank you. Where did that spawn? But yeah, for some reason, my chat wasn't showing up on my overlay last time. Even though I didn't change any of my settings. So, glad to see that that fixed itself. Don't know what was wrong still, but we're going with it. Alright, I think next up, I need to take out all of the ores that are on the ground so that way they can be replaced with moss. I don't really want the copper, so, like, we're not gonna mine all of it, but we're gonna take out just enough. That was what I wanted. There we go. And I need to try and move any torches that are on blocks that I want to be changed over. Because if it is not on... it won't change a torch. It won't change the block if there's, like, a torch on it or something like that. So, we need to change that. And make it so that way everything can get replaced properly. So, like, you'll see a lot of spots where there's, like, one block that didn't get switched out. And it's because of that. Because I was making sure everything was working. I was making sure the area was well lit. But that just also means that it did not get properly changed back. I'm debating whether or not I want to... Oh, I missed this whole area. Oh, I have moss for it. Okay. I'm gonna level out this ravine. I want to close it up. Because I keep falling in it, and I don't want to deal with that. And this area is also going to have a lot of animals and stuff in it eventually, so I would like to have as much of it safe as I can. I was planning on covering most of the floor in here in, amethyst, and then moss carpets, but I feel like that's going to be really difficult to get those blocks, so the amethyst will probably be going in, like, select spots. It'll probably be more of, like, an important locations type thing, which is alright. There we go. Lighting it up, lighting it up. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, topic of me singing. I briefly mentioned this earlier in the stream. I wrote like a whole list of things I wanted to talk about, and then I didn't talk about any of them in the order I had intended on. So I'm all over the place. But, so, earlier in the stream I mentioned how I sang in a recital. Which is true. So, as some of you may know, I was taking vocal lessons this semester. I think I mentioned it on stream once or twice. But so this semester I took vocal lessons. And so as part of that, as like my final for that class, though actually it wasn't required. So like, it was for the vibes, but also for the final, kind of. You were working on a song all semester, and I was kind of like, well, why would I work on a song all semester if I'm not going to sing it for anyone, you know? And so as, like, part of our class, we performed a recital for, like, the other students and teachers in the class. Because it was student-led lessons, so it was for all the kids who are, like, going to be, like, music educators and stuff. They got to teach, non-major students and like, teach them about music, which is cool. And I had a lot of fun with it because I am a vocalist. I'm out of moss. That's a problem. Yoink. It's okay, it won't be a problem for long. We'll go get more. Oh. Okay. So that's fun. Was not letting me open chests. It appears that I'm back to being able to open chests. So we're gonna keep going. Not sure why my computer's struggling today. Gonna be honest. Not really sure what's going on there, but we're gonna keep going with it. Yeah, I know, you're not normally into Minecraft. I'm glad to see you here, though. And I hope I can make it somewhat entertaining for you as someone who's not normally a Minecraft person. Okay. I don't want to smell all of the... Why can't I... Oh, is my cat on the chest? Is that why? Is this the problem? It was the problem. My game is not broken. Happy to report. I was really confused. I was like, I really hope that things aren't broken here. It'd be really concerning if I just couldn't access that chest. There we go. I don't feel like turning the copper into anything past that right now. Let's put the rest of my coal away. There we go. I am having a bit of lag. I'm not sure entirely what's causing that, but just in case you are seeing it on your end, know that it is also on my end. So it's not you. It is me. We're gonna go get bone meal. Well, bones. I have so many bones. Where am I going? We're getting bones. There we go. Bam. 3 stacks of bone meal. My hoe should be okay. I can make a second one just in case. Chat, we're gonna do my favorite thing, and that is make a moss hole. Just gathering moss. Because, you know, you gotta get moss sometimes. I'm so excited for my house to not have dangerous pits everywhere, because that's what I've been dealing with for a while. Speaking of dangerous pits, here's one. Let's see if I can make it to the bottom without dying. This is my current moss hole. We're gonna try and, like, level out the ground a little bit here. Basically, how this works is we come in, and we just get to it. Oh, iron. That's good. It's actually very useful. I need iron. I'm not familiar with that game. What's that one about? Yeah, Steam's doing a really big sale right now. On games. Mortal Kombat. I'm not sure if it's for me then. I'm not a big fighter game kind of person. I very much am one for my peaceful sandboxes. Which is funny, because I do play a singular FPS game. But that's literally it. And I play, because I play Apex Legends, as some of you may know. I've streamed it once. But it did not cooperate on stream, so we will probably never stream it again. Unfortunately. It was just way too laggy. It did not work well. But I do play Apex. I haven't played in a while, though. I should probably do that. But that's, like, my only, like, fighting type game that I play. I don't play anything else. Like, outside of stream, I play, like, Animal Crossing. That's really my primary game. Yeah, I've heard about Valheim. I think we've talked about Valheim. I thought there was a zombie. But I just am a peaceful kind of person. I like the passive games. I'm down for a little bit of flavor. I like just kind of like weird games too. Like I genuinely really love Octodad, which is what we played last time. If you did miss that stream, the VOD is up, so if you would like to see it, it's there. But I love Octodad. So I really enjoy like kind of weird games like that. I have some of them saved. I have purchased a couple, and I'm saving them to use for follow goals. So like, you want to see me do some goofy stuff, just hit that follow button. If you'd like to see me do more interesting things than digging moss in Minecraft. Because I do have some of them. I have some saved up that I purchased ages ago. Like, before I started streaming, I bought them and I was like, this is a good game for stream. And I will be saving it until then. Until the point in time in which I am a streamer, I will be saving this game. Game of Life, yeah, I haven't gotten Life on digital. The issue I have with Life is that, like, I love the Game of Life. Game of Life is my favorite board game. But I don't have people who I can, like, reliably play games with. And I don't want to play it just, like, online with randos. You know? I like to play multiplayer games with, like, people I actually know and can be, like, in a VC with. I feel like that's a lot more entertaining for stream than just being in, like, random lobbies and stuff, you know? I'm gonna, like, make this hole go down to bedrock, aren't I? We're just gonna keep going. Oh. But I will say, I may have to end sooner if the heat does not die down. Because I keep getting hit with, like, real nasty heat waves. It does not help that I'm sat in front of a computer that is pumping out hot air actively. I'm really hopeful this isn't a persisting problem because I'm currently looking at staying at my college for like a month or two at the beginning of summer. Because I was offered a position for their summer show that they do, which is very cool. I'm very excited about it. I have never played anything really like that. So I couldn't tell you if I like it or not. I am open to it. I think I have one or two of them on my, like, wish list on Steam. But I just haven't purchased them. I do greatly enjoy Clue, though. So, that adds any inclination to, like, whether or not I would enjoy it. There you go. I am getting bored of digging moss, which means you are probably getting bored of watching me dig moss, so we're going up. Oh god. I will. If you want, Kelty, you can also drop any of the games you're recommending into the game recommendations channel on the Discord. And I can look into them at a different time because it's hard for me to get it, like, jot down the information, and I'm not gonna remember it, unfortunately. So definitely drop them in there. Drop in game suggestions, and I can have a look at them. Because otherwise I just will forget the things. As you will see in my tags, I have ADHD, and so I forget these things very easily. And with streaming, there's just, like, a lot of stuff going on all the time, so it's very easy to forget stuff. So, if there's ever something that you actively want me to look at and consider, drop it in the Discord. Because that's the place where I'm most likely to see it and actually get to, like, spend time and look at it. I just can't, like, spend the time to immediately look at it while I'm live. You know? Unfortunately. How did I miss more? I hate the dripstone. It's everywhere. And, like, it's my fault for agreeing to live in a dripstone cave. But also, I didn't expect it to be this bad to try and replace all of it. Like, going into this, and when I was offered the dripstone cave, because I've had a cave design in mind for this the entire time I've been playing on this server. I've been intending on living in a cave like even prior to when I first logged on. Um, because I was a part of the server before I like played on it for the first time. And so I was like coming up with build ideas and stuff before I actually like streamed it and was on the game. But so I planned out a cave build and I told Irony about it. And they were like, yeah, there's a cave like right at spawn, so you can live there. And they showed it to me and I saw it was dripstone and I was like, oh, that should be fine. Like that's all good. I can just convert that over. I did not consider how big of a task that would be when I agreed to it. And I do also live in Slimeco's basement, but like I'm gonna give them a nice view from their window, so it's fine. We've made a trade. I get to live in their basement, they get to have pretty views from their windows. It's a win-win. Absolutely not. I need moss, thank you. It's times like these that I really wish I did not have fortune on this pickaxe. Because I don't want to deal with it. Person that nobody knows I am. Into my eyes, what do I see? Right. Bone meal time. We're just trying to cover everything up with moss to the best of our ability. Oh, there we go. This is going great. I'm doing such a good job. Stream suggestions? Yeah. You can drop it in stream suggestions. There might be a game suggestions. I don't remember if I made one of those. But if not, if you don't see one, then put it in stream suggestions. And I will have a look-see. There might not be a game suggestions. That might be someone else's Discord. Since I mod for a couple of my other, like, streamer friends, I'm active in their Discords as well. So I might be cross-Discord referencing. But yeah, just drop it in stream suggestions and I will have a look-see at the games. Even if you don't want it, even if you're not like looking at it for like streaming purposes and you just think it might be something I enjoy off camera. I'm not too concerned with how well this is going to cover, like, the wall spaces, because the walls are going to be mostly stone. They're going to be, like, a textured stone wall. I'm not just going straight stone. Interesting! 1994. Where is it where can you play it on, then? If it was released then? If you don't mind me asking. Is it on Steam? Did they, like, port it? It's on Steam? Oh, that's so cool. I love it when they port old games. As someone who is not old, but is older than a lot of people, who are on this platform, in terms of viewing and also some CCs and stuff. It's nice to see like ports and stuff of older games that you can play. There we go. Just makes me happy. and I get excited. I do eventually, once I get a capture card, I want to play, one of my favorite games from my childhood, Ape Escape 3, which is on the PS2. I wanted to go stream with that. But I would like to get a capture card first, because I don't want to have to play it on, I don't want to have to play it on an emulator. Especially because, like, I own the game, so I'd rather not. I'd rather just play it on the actual version that I own and am used to. So, I want to do that eventually. That is on my bucket list of streams. I've talked about Ape Escape a couple times on stream, so I will not go into detail, but it is, like, my favorite childhood game, so I would very much like to play it on stream for you guys. Make this area have more of all those. There we go. Nice. Alrighty. That's that. It is so hot in my room right now. Oh, that's cool. So it's like a really long-running franchise. That's cool. I love seeing stuff like that. Very, very exciting. I will have to have a look. Oh my god. The big boy. I think I might have to make the stream really short, and that's really sad. But I'm very warm. And it's not helping that Minecraft makes me kind of nauseous. And there's some stream lag that's there's some lag that's happening, which is not great. $6 to $10. That's not bad. I will look into it. Ooh. More iron. I'm so excited about finding more iron underneath everything in this because I desperately need it. Like I said earlier, like I tried to like automate stuff, and I'd like to be able to expand my pumpkin farm that I have. But currently I just can't because I don't have the supplies for it. So I'm excited to be able to possibly upgrade that soon. Hopefully I can do that when I'm not having really bad streams of really like game lag. I really do not know what's going on with it though. But it is making it kind of unplayable for me, so I am going to have to end stream early today. But I'm still in early access. Alright. God, this is the shortest stream I've done in so long. But it's just so hot, I can't continue. I'm gonna make sure everything is sorted out. We did not get to build the tree, but we did all of the prep work that we needed. So, soon, I promise, the tree will be getting built. And I will update the stream title for the VOD. To be accurate. Oh, here. While we're waiting, I will harvest these. I think we're going to send a raid over. I think Irony is alive, so we will send the raid over to them. Oh, did I break a torch over here? There you go. go. Get more food going. Clean out my inventory one last time. Alrighty. I'm really sad that we have to end stream. I hate ending so short. I usually go for at least like 3 hours. But I just cannot today. But so we are going to send over to Irony if they are still live. They are. They're playing BioShock. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching today's stream. So sorry that we have to cut it short. I might be live tomorrow. You guys said that you were interested in possibly doing an embroidery stream, so I'll see. We'll see what we can hook up for that. I make no promises on that front because I don't have a, like, mount to try and mount my camera, in a way that I can have just a hand cam, but I'll see what I can do. I can't guarantee that, like, soon, but maybe. I can teach you guys how to embroider, which would be fun, because I really enjoy embroidery. But yeah, with that, we're gonna send over the raid to Irony. Thank you all so much for watching today's stream. I hope you did enjoy, even though it's short. If you did enjoy, consider hanging out with me. Consider dropping a follow, and also consider coming to hang out on other platforms. If you do an !! socials in the chat, it'll bring up my link tree. If you click on that, it'll bring you to my YouTube, my Twitter, and the Discord server. And if you aren't already following, I really do recommend it. With 5 more followers, we're going to be playing Portal 2, but with touch controls on my iPad. So, I highly recommend it. And yeah, with that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is where you are. And we're gonna send over to Irony. Bye!